Okay, so I wanted to show you a way to do these buttons that has a much lower barrier to entry, right? So the actual changes that we need to make to these, they're relatively straightforward. You take something like this, so button success, and replace it with button GL button success, and it's pretty easy. You can do it with regex. In fact, I tried doing that myself as well. But the problem is, when you want to see these buttons to verify that the changes you've made actually work, you need to then download and install the GDK, which is a pretty big project, and it's great when it works, but let's be real, it's not the easiest thing to set up. It's fantastic, but for changing a button, it's a lot of work, right? So I've come across GitPod, right? Which is absolutely fantastic, and basically gets around us having to set up the whole GDK thing. So it gives you not only like a VS Code style editing experience, it also combines the actual dev environment as well. And we've set it up at GitLab so that it uses the GDK for this. So it's running the GDK in the background on a, I don't know, I'm going to say the cloud. Why not? I don't fully know how it works. It's pretty magic, but it does work. And it's really easy to set up as well. So you can just log in with your GitLab account. So obviously I've already created an account. And we just create a new workspace. I've forgotten how to do it already. Okay. Put in your browser to a GitLab, GitHub, or Bitbucket repository, e.g. this one. Okay. Either prefix the URL of the address bar, or click the GitPod button if you've installed the GitPod browser extension. So you can install the browser extension. I've not actually done that. I'm going to go over to this one. Oops. Right, okay, so I want, this is the button I want to actually change. So if I go to the project overview, so obviously I have developer access to GitLab, but you probably want to use your fork if you're using a fork. And what does it say? GitLab.io/that. So in theory, I can just paste that in there. And it is starting. Right, okay, so this takes a while. Obviously, we're setting up the whole GDK and whatever it is, so get to this point in the screen and go make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever it is you want to drink. Okay, so when that finally loads, you get this, which is an editor on the left side of the screen, and then this preview on the right side of the screen. This preview just lives at a URL, so you can click on that. Let's allow that pop up, and then this is your local version of GitLab, right? Local to this dev environment. So it's running in the cloud. Any changes you make to the GitLab source code over here gets made in this instance of GitLab, which is really good. You can sign into that instance with root, and the password is 5life, like that. It's in the GDK documentation. I'll put it in the description of this video too. So we don't want to save that password, but we do want to log in. Now the only thing is this is actually the community version of GitLab. It's not the full enterprise edition. So when you're picking these up, if you look, this issue that I've picked up here, it's in the EE directory. So without a license, we can't actually see the thing that we're changing here, because we need an ultimate license to even see this feature. So what you can do if you don't have a license is when you're looking for these, just make sure it's not one like this where it's EE app views and it's just the ones that are in app views. So there's a few of them: app views, app views, app views, deploy keys. See, there's a few, but just avoid the EE ones if you don't have a GitLab license that allows you to see our enterprise features. I do have that license. Right, so what are we actually looking for here? We are looking for the buttons in this file here, project settings default issue template. So I'll just copy that and use Command P, and oh yeah, there we go, recently opened. So what is that? Click on a project, and then it was settings and default. There we are, default issue template. So I'm guessing it's this save changes button here, but let's shrink this down a little and let's find vcan. Oh, there's two buttons. Oh, I see. Okay, so the collapse and expand is also part of this. So we need to update this one as well, and this one down here. So we should, in fact, I think this is exactly like the example in the Epic. So yeah, replace button success with button GL button success. So we just need to replace this with GL button, and we'll do this one up here as well. So GL button. And then the easy way to check, if we hover over this, you see there's not really a big border. Same with this collapse button. So if we get a screenshot hovering over this, that'll come in handy later. And then where's my sidebar gone? There's my sidebar. Reload this page. It's better to click on the page than actually reload it at the top here, because for some reason this takes you right back to the root. I'm not sure why that is. But then we can go back down to default issue template. Oh, it didn't work because we didn't save the file. That would have been helpful. So let's reload that again. Okay, and then we scroll down. Where are we? Where's it gone? Default issue template. There we go. So you see we've got that nice thick border on this button now. So it's a proper GitLab button. Same with save changes. So we can screenshot that too. So now we have the two screenshots that we want for our merge request later. We just need to create that merge request, right? So this is done. Let's just make sure the buttons still work. I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm not going to bother clicking that. It works. It's a button, right? Okay, so we can go over here and you can use the built-in source control stuff. I'm not going to do that because I don't normally, and I have no idea what I'm doing with it. So I'm going to open a new terminal window here. Am I in the right file? Yes. Yes, okay, this is good. Okay. I've not actually tried this bit before, so this might not work. If I do git status, yeah, okay. Git checkout -b. Let's get the issue number. Update GitLab. Buttons in issue template settings. Nice big branch name. Okay, so now I should be able to do git add everything. Just double check that. Yep, okay. Git commit. Oh, okay. I was expecting Vim, but this works too. adds button classes to issue template settings, and then save that. Close. God damn it! Don't use shortcuts to close the window, because you end up closing the browser window, which closes everything. So bear that in mind. Right, adds GL button classes to what is it? Issue settings. Okay, save that and then click the cross. Don't use the shortcut. And let's see if this works. Git push. Yep, we need to set the upstream origin in. This is just standard Git stuff. Again, if you prefer using the built-in thing that you get with VS Code, use that. I don't really use it normally, so I'm not fully sure what I'm doing there. So I'm just using the normal terminal stuff. But that should push it up and give you a new merge request right here. So in here, I'm going to do this adds the GitLab UI button classes to default issue template settings. Screenshots strongly suggested. So what I like to do with screenshots, create a cheeky table. Before, after. We can get rid of that bottom one because there's only one thing. Attach a file. So before this screenshot, after this screenshot. Oh, I forgot to add a changelog entry. Okay, I'll go back and do that. Documentation is not needed. Code review guidelines, that's not. Sorry, yes, that's done. Merge performance guidelines, sure. Start guides, no database stuff in here. Separation of EE concerns, yes. What risks? There's no tests. Oh, there might be, we'll find out. But I think we're fine. Tested in all supported browsers. I haven't actually done that, so I'm going to leave that blank and do that afterwards. No one wants to watch me do that. Informed infrastructure department. In fact, let me set that to draft. There's no reason to inform infrastructure. Security is fine. Let's just delete that section. Related to this issue, that's good. Right, now in theory, I'll assign it to myself for now. Submit that merge request. Now again, this flow might be different for yourself. Mine's a little simpler because I'm a developer at GitLab and I have access to the project and everything, but you may not. Yeah, you'll likely have to do it as a fork that comes back into the main project, but it's largely the same sort of workflow. So if you click on changelog entry, it tells you how to add them in. You can do them yourself manually, or you can do the easier version, which was just in the terminal inside here. We can do bin / changelog -m for merge request, and then come over here and get our merge request number. Oh, paste that in there, and then a little message. Uses GitLab UI classes for default issue template settings. That is probably other. There's an author thing here as well, right? So it opens it up here. I'm not going to add my name because I'm not a community contributor, but you would add your GitLab handle here, just so you get the proper recognition. But no, that's good. Oh, why is it doing this? I don't know why it did that. I've never seen it do that before. Yeah, just close it when you're done, I guess. And then if we go to git status, see we've got our changelog in there now, so we can do git add dot, and then git commit a bit quicker, adds the changelog entry, and again git push. And now with the power of GitLab, we should see when this returns. It's a little slow because it's actually doing all of this in the cloud, right? Let's say. So we should, if we refresh this, see, there we go, 2 commits now. And we can check off changelog entry. And this is ready to be submitted. If you don't know who to submit it to, just tag me in here, mention me there, and I'll get that sorted for you. And that's it. That's the whole thing done.